Welcome back, Holotable Heroes, to another Galaxy of Heroes video. I'm your boy Scribble, and I hope you are prepared, are ready, are excited to lose your sanity in today's Galactic Challenge. I know I did. I think I'm a squirrel. Let's break it down.
Scraps here, so give it up.
My dead body.
So the modifiers for this one are particularly mean. We've got Proving Grounds, which reduces all of our stats essentially by 80%. And we can gain some of those back by using a granted ability, Superiority, which gives us superior training buff. It's rubbish. Tusken Ambush is the enemy modifier. Our modifier, benefits our Tuskens to additional speed and additional tankiness. The enemy has malicious minions, which give them 50% speed, max health and max protection. And they deal an additional 50% damage. It's ridiculous, guys. It's utterly ridiculous. It's foolish. The feats are win with a full team of Tuskens. We also need to win after gaining momentum 150 or more times, and we need to win without a leader in the leader slot. We're going to start with that feat, guys. Tier 10. And yes, Scribble is using a Galactic Legend for this one. Don't worry, I'll give you one without a Galactic Legend in a minute. This one I just find is the easiest one. Wat Tambor with Piet, Moff Gideon, Lord Vader, and Darth Vader. So, how are we going to do this? We are going to do this with enjoyment, I guess, mostly just enjoyment. So, we're going to start off, we're going to put the weapons tech on our boy Gideon. Gideon is going to have a very good time after he takes his first turn. Hello, Smudgy Bear. We're going to use Unshackled Emotions from from Darth Vader, and then we're going to strip away all of the enemy's turn meter using Control the Situation with Moff Gideon. Afterwards, Vader goes into Merciless Massacre. We're going to use the Superiority at the start. Then we're going to go over to Maggie, and we're going to use a Force Crush. It's going to be wonderful. Then we're going to go over to B2 Super Battle Droid, and we're going to use Superiority, and then we're going to yeet out Grievous, and he's gone. We don't like him very much, so it's actually okay that he's gone. I hate him. Okay, marvellous. That's half the battle. We're going to use Superiority once more, and then we're going to drop one last Crush. So we have gotten rid of quite a lot of the enemy's team already, but we don't want to end it there. So let's continue to use Superiority on some of our characters, and let's have a look. I might just continue to use Superiority. At this point, we are a little bit ahead of the curve when it comes to the enemy. So let's place that med pack over on Vader, as I would like to keep him alive if at all possible, and start working on that B2 Super Battle Droid. We can once again use Superiority on Darth Vader. Keep him nice and healthy, recovering those stats. We can place... let's just do a basic over here on the B1 Battle Droid and recover some stats with Lord Vader again. Lovely, lovely jubbly. Moff Gideon is obviously decreasing the amount of damage that we are taking, which is very lovely. Back into Merciless Massacre now. Superb. Let's target Newt Gunray and use Superiority once more. We can use a basic over here. Over here, we'll target the Sniper Droid. We will once again use Superiority. Then we can use a Force Crush over on Maggie. People are dying. Let's use another Superiority over here. And then let's gain a bonus turn from slapping him. And then hit Maggie. So we have gained most of our stats back, thankfully, from our Darth Vader at least. We can place that one last tech over there on Lord Vader. I wouldn't bother getting rid of Extortion at this point. I don't feel like it actually offers much of a challenge to us. More Unshackled Emotions across the board. I know it looks a little scary right now, but we will be absolutely fine, thanks to Lord Vader being Lord Vader and a Galactic Legend. So, get rid of the stacks of the B1 is the most important thing right now. Get rid of the stacks of the B1. Lovely. Back into Merciless Massacre. Look at Newt over there with his 12 stacks of dots and days, and he's dead. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy, I feel. You can actually swap Moff Gideon and throw in someone like Rex instead. Put the weapons tech on Rex and he will do form up, and then all of your team will get to go. It's actually very, very nice. Alrighty, so here's the team that we're going to be running with. There's Wat Tambor, Rex, Darth Vader, Han Solo, and Dash Rendar. So it's a little bit of a different setup here. We're not actually going to be placing the weapons tech out the gate. We're going to be using Han Solo's abilities to stun the enemy Sniper Droid at the start. Hopefully B2 doesn't take a bonus turn, and then we're going to place the recovery tech on our boy Rex, who is then going to use Form Up. Then we're going to open up with a nice big AoE coming out of our boy Dash. That's going to place a lot of negative status effects on people. And then we're going to put the weapons tech on Darth Vader, who will then go into Merciless Massacre, which is lovely. Target Nuke Gunray. Use the event special ability Superiority to gain superior training. Then back over to Super Battle Droid, we'll use the Crush. Lovely jubbly. Back over to the Sniper Droid, we'll use the event special ability. Then we will use a basic over here on the B1. Back over to Maggie, we'll use the other basic ability, other superior training, and then we'll Culling Blade against the person. Basic on Nuke Gunray should kill him, and he will not revive thanks to the glory that is weapons tech. See, weapons tech does have some use, guys. We've lost our Rex here, our Han Solo rather, but it's not the end of the world. Let's just continue to work on the B1 Battle Droid. I'll throw out some more damage over times here. And just a basic on the B1 should almost kill it, nearly kill it. Then we'll place the tank tech over here. And we should be pretty golden now. Lovely jubbly. Let's see if we can get an ability block. Nice, trusty ability block there. And hopefully stun Maggie as well. We don't want her taking turns. Back into Merciless Massacre. Lovely jubbly. The special ability over there. We're then going to basic over here and throw the blade at Maggie, who is then going to die. And that's how you can get it done if you're not using any GLs. Now, I do have another team that you use Jedi, but again, I think this one is actually a more accurate depiction of how to get it done. So the only other thing that we need to get done is go in at tier 6, and we want to be able to win this with an entire team of Tuskens before we try and get a higher tier Tusken win. So going into the battle then with our Tuskens. There are a few things that we need to consider when going up against this particular General Grievous. It's that he is, 1, very, very annoying, 2, missing some abilities, so he's not actually going to gain those bonus turns when you kill his allies, which is actually very nice. But obviously there are other things to consider, such as how do we actually go around and kill Grievous when he starts the game stealthed? And that's a very good question. We do have an AoE Dispel from our girl Tusken Warrior, and she is the one that we will be relying on in order to try and make this work. So, let us start with just a little bit of this, and a little bit of stacking stats. Good, that's exactly what we're looking for. Provided the Sniper Droid doesn't go immediately after your Tusken Raider at the start, things should be relatively comfortable for you. I'm going to go ahead and use a basic here on Nuke Gunray, then we're going to gain that stacking max protection, or protection up. Then we're going to get rid of the buffs on the enemy team so we can actually target Grievous hopefully. Gain 100% turn meter, and this is where we start hitting General Grievous. One tap there from Aurora, unfortunate timing there from the B2, but hopefully this big hit from Raider will finish off Grievous, and all of a sudden our lives are much easier. I'd recommend then you go for B2 Super Battle Droid as your second target, because he is very annoying when he's taking all those bonus turns, so you want to try and get rid of him as soon as possible. Let's try and do that now then. Yep, just a basic over here. Double basic. He's got 7 dots and less than 50% health by now, but Maggie goes ahead and cleanses all of it, so makes our lives just that much harder once again. We were nearly good for a moment there. Nearly good were we for a moment. The enemy is just going to get stunned constantly for now, which is great, and we are going to cleanse off all the buffs. You will notice that the game has an incredible level of slowdown now, and that's simply because there is so much stacking momentum from Chieftain's leadership that the game just does not know how to deal with it. Let's have a look here. We could do a big hit over there on B2, but I think it's actually better for us just to kill Nuke Gunray first and foremost. Oh, a double kill on Nuke Gunray, that's lovely. Then we can gain that bonus TM right now. Ooh. I'm pretty certain that B2 is going to die anyway, so let's just focus on the B1 stacks. Keep on going after the B1. A double tap on the B1 is lovely. This will kill most of the stacks of that B2, or perhaps all of the stacks of the B2. Beautiful, the bonus turn, and B2's died, and now we just need to kill Maggie. And because Maggie hasn't had the opportunity to gain any stats back, she's very easily killed. So that's tier 6 is really, really not so bad, ladies and gentlemen. We still need to look at getting, you know, the 150 stacks of momentum at tier 9. I am really sorry, guys. For this second best rewards, I have to use a GL. I'm really sorry. I've tried and I've got close with a couple of teams, but this seems to be the easiest way for me to get it done. And even this is not a reliable way of getting the second best rewards. Honestly, I would just quit while you're ahead. Once you've got the no leadership victory at tier 10 and you've got the Tusken teams at tier 6, just call it quits. Save yourself the hassle, please. Just listen to me on this. Save yourself the hassle. It's not worth it, guys. But we're going to try and go through and do it anyway. Now, I placed the weapons tech on Aurora so he can actually start passing TM to everybody. Your first move with Lord Vader has to be Unshackle the Motions. You want to get that daze out of the board, stop B2 from doing anything nasty, and start throwing out dots left, right, and center. After which, you want to be focusing on the character that has the ambushed ability. Okay, so we're going to... yeah, we could just start... It's tempting. I'm going to just start getting rid of stacks that B1. I feel like that's probably the more useful thing. And then I'm going to regain some stats right now. So right now we're actually going to be... It's quite useful. We're going to be gaining lots of stacks of momentum. It's going to be stunning the enemy team. So you do need to have some Relic Tuskens for this. Unfortunately, I wish that weren't the case. But unfortunately, it is the case. Let's keep focusing on that B1. I probably should have thought about actually increasing this over here, regaining some stats. Alright, let's use the special when we can. Beautiful. Now that should still stun, that should still stun. Grievous over there dropping quite low in health, but it's not going to be enough for us. Let's regain some stats right now. Alright, let's regain some TM. And yep, we'll just go straight after that B1, try and lower those stacks. Call in the attacks against the ambushed character. Let's regain some stats here. It's more important for us to keep it alive. As you can see, we've got lots of stacks of momentum right now, which is obviously pivotal for us to gain the 150 stacks. So it's more about surviving for as long as possible and using Lord Vader's survivability to try and outlast our opponents more than anything. Again, we want to try and stay alive. Staying alive is the most important part, so let's keep on using our superiority ability. We've lost Lord Vader. Losing Lord Vader basically means we can't win this. You need Lord Vader, unfortunately. So let's just keep focusing on the B1 anyway. Let's just see where this takes us. I imagine without Lord Vader here to put out those dots and stop the TN train and, you know, keep us alive and everything, we're not going to have too good of a time. Let's just keep stacking our stats right now. That leadership from Tusken Chieftain coming in absolute clutch. Alrighty. Keep on regaining our stats right now. Keep on attacking that ambushed character. Now, it's going to get to a point where GG is just going to pop off about 17,000 times. Yeah, let's gain those bonus turns. Is GG actually going to kill his own droids, I wonder? It would be nice. Come on, game. The game does have a real hard time trying to deal with all the stacks of momentum that we have. We are somehow staying alive. I'm not sure how, but I'm not going to look that gift horse in the eye, as it were. Now we should be able to actually target GG, so I'm going to just go after him. Hopefully we've regained enough stats that we can actually deal with him. Hopefully. Let's just keep regaining stats right now. Don't worry about the extortion. It's not going to be lowering your speed right now. Its effect is largely neutered. Let's regain the stats. And then basic on GG. Landing the stun obviously doesn't matter. I don't know how he's taking back-to-back turns there. What we just need is some good damage. Yeah, let's gain some TM right now. Big hit on GG, please. There we go. GG is gone. And without GG, this team falls apart. So I told you guys, it's hairy. Even if you lose Lord Vader, somehow, apparently, these two Tuskens can get it done. And I promise you, that will gain you the momentum because you gain so much from all the AoEs that they do. But most importantly, you should probably just sit back and cry for a little bit because it is horrendous. That is going to do it for this Galactic Challenge. I never want to do this one ever again. I never want to see it again, and I don't want to smell it again. I don't even want to reply to the comments down below, but you should still comment, and I will reply because I'm good like that. Anyway, guys, I really hope this video was useful to you. If it wasn't, then please leave a thumbs down. If not, like, follow, subscribe, and keep an eye out for my Conquest videos for the new edition of Conquest, where you will be gaining your shards for the Fury Interceptor as part of the upcoming new meta fleet under Darth Revan's Leviathan. It's going to be big, guys. Make sure you follow. Alright then. So, until the next video, peace out. May the Force be with you.